All right, let's talk about Platform as a Service, or PaaS as you'll usually hear it. We're going to break down what it is, where it fits into the whole cloud picture, and honestly, why it's such a game changer for anyone who's trying to build something cool. Let's dive right in.
So, you've been there, right? You've got this amazing idea for an app or a service. But instead of, actually building it, you're stuck spending all your time setting up servers, patching operating systems, messing with databases. It's frustrating, and it's the exact problem that PaaS was created to solve.
So, what is it, really? Well, at its heart, PaaS is a complete, ready-to-go environment for development that's delivered to you over the cloud. It gives you all the tools you need to build and run your applications without getting totally bogged down by all the administrative headaches running underneath it all. Now, to really get a handle on PaaS, you have to understand where it fits in the whole world of cloud computing. It's not just a standalone product, it's a very specific layer of service, and it sits right in the middle of two other big ones you've probably heard of. This analogy just makes it all click. Think of infrastructure as a service, IaaS, like you're leasing an empty plot of land. You get the space, but you've got to build everything yourself. Then on the other end, you have software as a service, SaaS, which is like buying a finished house. It's totally done, ready to use. PaaS? PaaS is that perfect sweet spot in the middle. It's like renting a fully equipped workshop. The tools, the electricity, the workbenches, it's all there for you. You just need to show up with your materials and start creating. And that whole workshop idea, it leads us to a really, really crucial concept in cloud services, especially with PaaS. It's all about sharing the load, you know? It's a partnership. You handle certain things, and the cloud providers handles the rest. And here is the absolute best part of that deal. You are completely freed from some of the most tedious, time-consuming parts of managing tech. Just imagine, no more late nights worrying about OS patches or database licenses. The provider takes care of all of that for you. It's just gone from your to-do list. And this table really lays it out clearly. The cloud provider is managing all the heavy lifting, the physical hardware, the network, the operating systems, even the development tools and middleware. So what's left for you? The fun part. You get to focus on what actually matters, your application and your data. That's your world. You know, here's another great way to think about it. It's like your work computer. You don't worry about the security patches or software updates, do you? Of course not. The IT department just handles all of that in the background, so you can do your job. PaaS is basically the IT department for your entire development platform. Okay, so that's the theory, but what does this actually look like in practice? Let's talk about a couple of the most common ways PaaS is being used out in the real world, probably in things you use every single day. All right, the number one use case, the big one, is as a development framework. PaaS essentially gives developers the entire scaffolding they need to build, test, and launch their applications without having to start from absolute zero. And this isn't just any old framework. It comes with built-in superpowers. Things like scalability, which lets your app handle a sudden rush of users, or high availability so it doesn't just crash. That stuff is baked right in. And what that means is developers can focus on creating awesome features, not on reinventing the wheel. It cuts down the amount of code they have to write by a huge margin. It's kind of like creating a macro in Excel. You're not building Excel from scratch, right? You're just using its powerful pre-built functions to automate a task. PaaS gives developers that same incredible leverage, but for building entire complex applications. But wait, it's not just for building apps from the ground up. A second massive use case is in the world of data analytics and business intelligence. PaaS providers offer these incredibly powerful tools as a service, which helps companies make sense of the mountains of data they're sitting on. And by using these tools, organizations can do some amazing things. We're talking about uncovering hidden patterns in their data, predicting future outcomes with way more accuracy, and making much smarter decisions about, well, everything, from product design to big financial investments. It's all about turning raw data into actual wisdom. So when you pull all of this together, the shared responsibility, the ready-made frameworks, the powerful analytics tools, it all points to one big central idea. It's about letting you focus on what actually matters. Look, if you remember one thing, it should be this. PaaS lets you focus on creating, not just maintaining. It hides away all the underlying complexity so you can pour all of your energy and passion into building something new and amazing, instead of just keeping the lights on. And that's really the most exciting part, isn't it? PaaS frees you up to innovate. It levels the playing field, giving everybody access to these powerful enterprise-grade tools. So with the entire platform taken care of for you, the only limit is your imagination. Which leaves just one question. What will you build next?